Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a full review and test of this Bissell CleanView Swivel Pet Vacuum. This comes with a really cool attachment up here that is for cleaning up pet hair, and I'm going to show you all about that in just one moment. But first, let's go ahead and move to a different room and do a quick test to see just how well this picks up debris. All right guys, so we made a mess on the floor with some cereal just for testing purposes, of course. We're gonna go ahead and test this out. So with a carpet like this, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on 5, and I'll show you what happens when we move it to 1. It's gonna become much more difficult to move on this carpet. All right, so now watch what happens when I move this all the way down to 1. So as you guys could see, this is very important to adjust because if it's on 1, you guys aren't going to be able to clean carpet very easily. As promised, let's go ahead and check out this handle as well. So as you guys could see, this thing has a lot of power despite not being a motorized system. That's all done just by suction. So that's super neat. Also, we have to go over the reason why it's called a swivel is because it swivels, believe it or not. So you guys can turn just with your wrist. It doesn't take a lot of work, and it's just a little easier to navigate around the house. Now let's go see how this does on hardwood floor. So for hardwood floors, we're gonna go all the way down to 1 to get as close as possible to get a good seal. So something kind of interesting that I noticed with this vacuum was that the suction was so powerful, it actually pulled dust out from under my entertainment center there. So I think that really goes to show just how much power this thing has. Also, no crumbs were flung to the back of the vacuum, and I'll show you why that happened. Because sometimes when you guys use other vacuums on hardwood floors, it kind of just flings all the debris everywhere, but this vacuum has a special feature that kind of keeps it all contained. So anyways, let's go back to the table and take a closer look at this vacuum. Alrighty guys, as you guys can see, it does a great job of picking up pet hair and even just dirt on carpet or hardwood floors. Anyways, let's go ahead and change the camera angle so I can give you a closer look at the actual vacuum itself. So starting on the bottom, we have a really nice brush here that has a bunch more of these bristles. They call this the triple action brush, and this thing does a phenomenal job. And they do say that this has wall-to-wall vacuuming capabilities. Also, while we're looking at the front, we have this cool dial right here, and this is actually to raise the height of your vacuum. So if you go all the way over to the max, which is number 5, this will raise the level of the front for those super shaggy carpets. But if you're just doing a floor or maybe like a very thin carpet, go for 2 or 1, especially if you're on a hardwood floor. Here's what the bottom looks like, and it's really easy to take apart to work on. So you guys have 6 screws right there. So basically anything on this green piece, you unscrew that and you can take this off, get easy access to the brush and the belt is hidden right in here. Very easy to replace that if need be, and this is that part that rises when you guys twist that dial. That's how you guys get the perfect seal on whatever you're vacuuming. Also, this little piece right here is really helpful. This actually is why this doesn't just shoot out a bunch of debris when you're vacuuming on hardwood floors. This kind of helps seal and contain everything right in here, because sometimes when you're vacuuming on hardwood floors, you'll go over it and it'll kind of just fling the dust everywhere. We have some nice big wheels on the back, and they're still in good condition, and this thing has been used a lot. All right, so here's our power button. This is the latch to actually let it come down and angle it. So while we move up the vacuum, we have a very nice long extension cord here, and we have a twist part here, so you guys could easily take this off and put it back on. and then you guys can just clip the wire like so. The tube's pretty easy to take off. If you guys want to use that pet attachment, it just comes off like that. Then you guys could just tighten this on. While we have this out, let's take a closer look at how this works. This has no motor on the inside. It's purely operated on the suction. So basically, if you guys need to work on this one, you twist this and you guys can pop this panel up. I'm not gonna do that right now because it can be kind of difficult to do and put back together. But if you guys do need to work on it, you can. And there is a belt in there that you guys could replace if you guys have problems. But this thing works surprisingly well, as you guys probably saw in the video. And you guys just need to make sure you guys put it together correctly. Otherwise it may not spin. But this thing is super neat and works great for that pet hair. So let's go ahead and put the tube back. So normally we'd have some more accessories that I have lost. So you have a spot for accessories right here to store. Now let's take a look at the dustbin. So it's very easy to pop off. You have a button right there. There's something really neat right here. This is a suction indicator. So if you guys have a clog, this will turn red. So I've not seen that before. And this is just an area that you guys need to watch. If you guys have a clog, it's most likely gonna end up right there if you guys are sucking up like a lot of pet hair after like a grooming. And then to get to the filter, you guys just press that tab. You guys have a nice foam filter and then another like thinner filter. So basically you put the thin one down first and you sandwich it in with that big foam one. And these are very easy to clean or get replacements. Here on the bottom, this is how you empty it. You guys have another like filter in here, so you guys could take this apart. It's just a twist, very easy to take apart and clean. And that is basically it for all of the accessories and functions of the Bissell CleanView Swivel Pet. So overall, I've really enjoyed this. This thing vacuums very well. It's easy to clean and it's easy to find replacement parts. So that's just my really quick review and test of this Bissell vacuum cleaner.